I'm doing live on this page. Oh, my back, you. There is a big problem, a very big one, a very impending big problem. And a lot of people are not paying attention to it. And when I mean big problem, I mean very big problem. Knowledge, they say, is power. I'm live on YouTube. So if you want to watch me, you can watch me. Knowledge, they say, is power. But the question is, how many people of this generation actually have the knowledge for why we all exist? A lot of people will say, maybe we exist for existing sake. And I'm sure a lot of people have been craving for the reason for our existence. But the only thing that I think I can point out is this: human being continue to exist or give birth to other human being in order to protect the species of human being. It's as simple as that. Any other thing you do around um, your tenure on earth is just like the attache to make your living here a bit comfortable for you, depending on the perspective you're looking at it. So when we were born, someone gave birth to us, someone gave birth to the people who gave birth to us, and it's going to continue like that till maybe we put ourselves into extinction. I read a script, I think it was a script that had a video of someone, I think that was about 6 years ago, when they were talking about the reduction in the population of Japan. Why was Japan being reduced in population? Why were they reducing in population? Because the Gen Z of these days are not cohabitating. Most of the male and female Gen Z that they have in Japan, they chose to live solo life. They wake up, went to school, get trained in something, become a fixer or a problem solver in one thing or the other, and they work for themselves, or some of them work for some companies. And whenever they go to work, they close, they go home. They don't socialize, they don't mingle. So someone, I think it was, I don't know whether it was BBC that was predicting that if Japan continue on that trend, they might go extinction. And some people were like, maybe they could do something about it. They could sensitize them or something. I think there was a time their government even said they were paying people to give birth because the generation of these days just don't want to give birth again. They see giving birth to children as burden. I agree with them anyway. Giving birth to children is a big burden. Though a lot of people will lie to you and say children are blessing, that's only a concept you find in African setting. So let me go to today's topic proper. Today, I want to speak about the impending problems that lies ahead of us. Considering the way the an average African woman or ladies or girls of these days are being groomed. Some years back, some ladies are they develop these habits of, because they have a hole under them and they have a two lump on their chest, uh, that it is the responsibility that that becomes their tools for making money. That becomes an avenue for them to generate revenue. They believe they tend to pour more of their energy on the psychology that men are always weak to a woman's body. So the moment they are a female, they happens to be a female, they oftentimes want to sell their body to the highest bidder. So any man that comes after them or comes for them must be willing to pay. So the concept was being drawn then. that their responsibility becomes that of the unfortunate man that approaches them. So it becomes unfortunate because according to the species of human being, we were all designed to work one way or the other, irrespective of whatever job you're doing. But quite unfortunate, uh, you might not uh, you might not work if there is a simple or an alternative for you that is easier than the stressful work that you should have been doing to sustain your life. Then it comes to a situation whereby people who have robbed the community blind, or politicians, all those politicians, religious leaders, or should I say business tycoons who have taken advantage of the less privileges and then milked a lot of people just for their own fortune, now tend to start doling out money to all these people. So when they dole out money to them, it's like a man that is married that happens to hold on, excuse me. A man that is married that happens to have a girlfriend but chooses to, how do I put it, have like as many as girlfriend he wants. Some of them have even country home where they take these girls to. So they tend to buy them unnecessary gifts, send them to Dubai for vacation, for shopping, buy them house, sometimes toys, gadgets like automobiles and stuff like that, everything they need. So when that was established on earth, where so it has been established for long anyway, there are some women in the past, in the 13th century, even 11th century, or whatever, 500 BC, they call them courtesans. But these days we call them whores or prostitutes or whatever, but they call them courtesans. So they oftentimes service the rich and powerful among the people of the community. But these days, they tend to have upgraded it. So when ladies start to grow up and generation upon generation are coming and they are informed about how some women got their wealth, so they decide to join the forum by believing that if you can take care of your body and you look attractive to some rich and powerful men, then you don't need to probably struggle anymore in your life. You just have to wake up, eat, and then take care of yourself, go out there, attract some handsome rich men that will be taking care of your footings or your billings. I mean, they'll be footing your billings. And gradually, as time goes on, it starts to becomes the norms. It starts to become the norms where people are now, most ladies now wake up and then they try to imitate one auntie or one mother or one grandmother who have also go through that path of making livings for themselves. Then the young guys now start to envy the rich and powerful. They start to envy the politicians who have stolen blind or who have taken advantage of it, some community treasury, and enrich themselves and use their ill-gotten wealth to get the best girls in the community because they tend to they tend to, how do I put it? They tend to enjoy because most of these ladies who are not working, who only have rich people to take care of them, tend to enjoy more riches than the people who actually grow up to struggle and work. And as time goes on, other guys start to join. So Most of these movies promote it. Nollywood, Hollywood, Bollywood, every other wood movies that you could find around the globe, they promote this culture where you see a lady who is struggling, trying to make ends meet through the legal means, through the ways we've always known right from onset, but find it hard to succeed. And you see one girl who is just more or less like a courtesans, a whore, whatever they call them these days, prostitutes, holoshoism, all sort of names that they've given to it. Within a short period of time, met one allergy. Some people will call them baby girl, call themselves baby girl for life. They will just be screwing other people's husband here and there, shagging them here and there, and they are living large in opulence. They becomes very influential and dwells more in affluence. Why? Because they are so close to the people who are reap or reap a whole community of who are the reapers. We have the politicians, the business tycoons, the religious leaders, because recently, at least, it's known to everybody where you hear all this sexual scandal from, all those religious leaders who are actually struggling to probably defend their woes. Then here comes the topic. What is the problem, the impending problem this will hold in the future? And like I said from the beginning of my live video here, that the main reason why we exist, our generation, nobody is special in the world, not even the richest people or the most intelligent people. Nobody is special in the world. Nobody. Just know that you are here to take care of some things, and as time goes on, your face will go, another set of people will come into uh, into your role, because by the time you're dead and you're gone, other people will come and they will take up the challenge. So whatever thing you think you're doing now that is so special is not actually special. You are just filling a void. And the moment that your time elapse, you will die off. Someone else will come, take up the role and take up the mantle. In the past, Bill Gates wasn't the richest person in the world. The year comes, it comes to Bill Gates, then later Jeff Bezos, then Elon Musk and the likes. And after this set had gone, other sets will come up. The same thing, whatever position, this place that we all situate, we all live now. So I believe thousands of years ago, or perhaps millions of years from the beginning of human existence, even though some alien believe that we are ecological mistake, but from the beginning of human existence, some people have once lived here before. Maybe drought, famine, war, whatever, made them change position, and then some other people comes here and they take up, oh sorry, this place becomes like a forest, and then later people begins to move down here. But that's just the way human being evolve. It hasn't been constant. So whatever position you think you hold, someone will hold it in the future when you're gone. So you're not special. You are only special based on the timeline that you have to live on earth. So most people now begins to fume that, okay, if riches is what it takes to probably gain the best girl in the community, so all I need to do is just to look for how to become rich by all means. And that was what propelled people into fraud. A lot of people started going into fraud. Then the 419, whatever thing came into existence. Then before we no, it has been into existence for a long time. It's just that it becomes more rampant. So after that, other people start to come in, like develop internet phishing, internet scamming that the people of Nigeria call Yahoo Yahoo today. Scamming people. Everybody just want to be rich. A musician came into play. Most of these musicians are once Yahoo guys before. They make money, have money to shoot video, sing rubbish, and just came to limelight just for one thing. Everybody's looking for attention. And they believe that when you have money, the next thing is to look for attention so that it can attract as many unfortunate girls as It can, and then girls knows this thing. Everybody follows the trend. As the guys are probably striving to make money, the girls are also there taking care of their body for the guys who meet up with them in the future. So before we know it, all these shenanigans gradually becomes the norms of the day, where girls wakes up and believe that their body is their office. So many concepts have come out. I've seen so many contents online where some people call them, even in Nigeria, there are some guys who call all these girls amajiris. The amajiris that we know in Nigeria are more like, I don't know whether they are the Fulani or whatever, they call them the amajiris. They are often seen on our busy road begging for hams and stuff like that. But these days, they now call these girls the amajiris. The amajiris who are the one who are like the 2025 or the upgraded version of beggars. I watched a video yesterday where a lady just met a guy in a gym. So she met the guy in the morning. They spoke to each other and they exchanged contacts, only for her to call the guy in the evening and said she's with her friend and they are craving for shawarma and some drink. Can the guy send her 30,000 naira so that at least she can take her girlfriends out and attend to their cravings? A guy you just met in the morning. You've not even really started anything. You've not really have had any conversations. There are so many incidents like that. Abroad today, you see many content creator comes out and point out some of them will go to very busy parks where couples will come, younglings, teenage, the Gen Z generation and stuff like that. And you will see most of them put some of the ladies to test by asking them if they are cheating on their boyfriend. At least 99% of such tests always failed. Where you see the ladies who are on Tinder and leading some guys on and pretending as if they are into good relationship. I used to ask myself this question: do I really want to have a girl child? No, I'm not too shy to say it anywhere, irrespective of what anybody thinks. Will I love a girl child if I have? Of course, yes. But I have two boys. Am I happy that I only have two boys? Yes, I am. Because these days, it is not just that some parents actually failed, but some parents tried everything they could. Yet, this girl turned out to be bad because you are not raising your children alone. TV is raising them for you. Internet is there to raise them for you. Society at large is there to raise them for you. All these Bollywood, Nollywood, Hollywood, Gollywood, all these wood movies are there to raise them for you because information is like when you eat. Whatever we see as human being, whatever we hear, whatever we sense is what becomes of us. Some people are lucky to purge out some things that they don't want. So if I watch a movie now, if I listen to a story now, instead of me to allow the story to become part of me, I can easily purge it. Some people don't know how to purge. The moment anything they see that attracts them is what they accept. But unfortunately, the way the world was designed, anybody can come out and argue this. There are two energies flowing around, the positive and the negative. But the negative energy has always been the dominant energy. Negative energy has always been the dominant energy. Check every institutions that claim to be upright. Example, all this religious institution. You will discover that if they put 1 million in a religious institution, both church, mosque, or whatever, you will hardly find 10 out of 1 million that actually hold that uprightness. Most institutions Every institutions that claim to uphold what is right, they are always doing the opposite. Why? Nature. Every class where they are where children or students are being trained, if they are like 20 in that class, you will only have five that are doing well. The other 15 will just be added to the numbers. Among every girls, if you put 100 girls down now, hardly will you find one or two that is good among them deliberately. The other 98 will just be these courtesans that we're talking about today. Almost every married woman these days are cheating. Almost every married man are cheating. People who sworn oaths on the altar claiming to uphold the core tenets of their marriage. Everybody is cheating. People who wake up today who said they want to get married, who claim they want to get married, and they are supposed to be responsible for each other. Check every marriages. Put 1 billion. We are not up to 1 billion. Put two 100 million marriages together today. Hardly would you find maybe 100,000 that is functioning well. The remaining ones, they are just patching it. Look at the word. It's easy to grow weeds than to grow plants. It's easy to destroy something than to build something. Everything that is negative, that is bad, is always easy to do. You can easily jump from 3-story building down, break your leg, but for that leg to get healed, it might take years. Yes, some might be lucky to have it healed in months. But even if the leg is healed or any broken part of your body is healed, once in a while you see always feel the pain. So it's negativity reign supreme over positivity. That's why it's easy for people to steal than to not steal. And these days we have moved it further to the extent that it's easy for most girls to flirt around and to prostitute their body than for them to wake up and walk. And if this continues with the way guys are waking up these days, people will stop getting married. The institution of marriage is even going extinct anyway. People are just doing baby mama, baby father, or whatever. And most of these baby mama are deadbeat mothers, because every woman will always come out that they gave birth to a deadbeat father. Women who are deadbeat mother, some of them are not in any way responsible at all. So unfortunately, they attract the same energy that they have, a deadbeat father. And when children are being born or being given to two irresponsibles, two irresponsible vessels, how then do you want the child to be well raised? And when the child is not well raised, he or she becomes nemesis to the society. So we are moving towards doom, towards damnation by ourselves. Human beings don't necessarily have to build any atomic bomb to wipe us out. With the way we are going, with the trend we are going, if nothing is being done, every institution that is supposed to be addressing this thing, they are not addressing it. In fact, they are promoting it. When you go to a church today and you are being preached to that you will be successful, you will have breakthrough without having substance, without having skills. I've always tell people around me, the only way to make money on earth is to have a skill that solves problems. If you are not solving any problem, there's a big deal. You have to be solving problems to make money, to generate revenue. However, you chose to solve your problem is left to you. Instead of people to wake up and be looking for what problems they can easily solve to generate revenue, girls wakes up today to look for the guy that is driving GLE, Prado, They are not even driving power. It's all about Mercedes Benz. So when guys now also grow up to start having craving for the opposite sex, they felt like, okay, the only best way for us to attract the type of girls that we also crave for is to do what? Is to buy Benz. Without having the substance to buy the Benz, what do? They'll go to any length, whether stealing, fraud, or whatever. Just go and buy the Benz. Excuse me. Kemi, someone is at the gate. Okay. So at the end of the day, when are we going to resolve this? When are we going to solve it? I want you to put it at the comment section. I'm going to be doing part 2 of this video soon, where I'm going to be addressing, because I just point out some of this problem. But on the part 2, I'm going to be pointing out more problems. And I'm going to be giving my own perspective, my own, view on how to resolve this and how to start changing the narrative. If not, we will remain the same. So thank you for watching. Please subscribe to my channel. I'm going to be doing more of live video once in a while like this if I have any issue I want to probably talk about. So until I come your way next time, do take care.